9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Duh. Oh yeah, this is the Redneck Podcast.
Okay, hang on.
How you doing there, Jeff?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm hanging in there. You know, it was just a little hectic week for me a little bit so far, but it's okay. I had to go to the doctors. You know.
So when you have AIDS, how often do you have to see your doctor?
Oh, at least once a week.
Okay.
We check for white blood cells
Do white blood? Is that what
in
they
my
call
stool.
it? Oh, so they actually check your stool for white blood cells.
Yeah, I give them a weekly stooling. I believe it's called.
Do you give it to them, or they give it to you?
They give it to me.
Yeah. Yes. The piece of medical equipment that they use for getting the sample is oddly fireman's helmet like.
Hey, Tony's watching. Josephine's watching.
Jesus.
I'm on the Just a G's channel, tuned in. Like, I'm not tuned in as me. I'm tuned in as from the Just a G's.
Okay. So you're not just a regular ordinary person.
Lady Lopez just rolled up.
Oh, nice. Late as usual.
Hey, listen, you know what they say? If you can't get here on time, just get here when you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, she's just getting here when she can.
Yeah. Just wandering in.
As usual. It's a little habitual.
The lateness is a little habitual.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is this a different...
I don't know if I've had that in the lineup for you before.
I like him. He's bright. He's cheery. A little different than the brown guy.
Yes,
The brown guy's a little more 70s.
Yes, I do have a brown owl, and this one. Yes, Redneck Podcasting at its finest. So look, lest I forget.
Yeah. Oh, what do you got going on?
We got the holiday toy drive is starting again.
Boxes going already. Let's
And,
talk about it, man.
You and Jenny are the first one to fill my box.
Oh, I'm
You've
glad.
Filled your own box.
I have to say, it is fun going to do that. You know, like, because it's like, well, they say, well, get something for a 8-year-old boy or whatever. You know, they give you, whatever age range or whatever, right? So then you got to try to think about when you were that age, like, what did you think was fun and stuff? I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be hard because legally you can't be around 8-year-old boys anymore.
I know. I use that age on purpose, too.
I know.
Can we go with 6 years old?
Yeah, we the wonderful
Happy
Dave
Hallows
Rode
Eve,
has
Tony.
been he's already my elf helper. He delivered 40 boxes to me.
Wow.
39 now.
Dave Rode. Go Dave.
You've already filled one.
Wow. That's a lot.
So yeah, I'm gonna be dropping off a lot of boxes.
And when does it end? When does the drive end?
The drive in me never ends, Gio. I mean,
I've heard that about you.
I'm very driven.
I've heard that about you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on December 26th, I'm already planning box placement for next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
An upgrade.
Yeah.
Kick it up a notch.
I may have gotten a box into Dawn's Tag and Title.
Oh, good.
Local
They're busy.
tag. Yeah.
Yep.
Surprised with the attitude of
Yeah.
the employees there.
Is that what it is? Is it attitude or is it?
It's attitude.
I was hoping it was just the air or something.
Maybe a carbon monoxide issue too. But yes,
Okay, good. You got one in there. Good.
I became the new owner of a 2011 BMW 328i today. I'm allowing.
Very nice.
These
Jenny?
are our costumes. We're dressed up as successful podcasters.
I just want to shout out that Steve Gescheitel is watching as well.
That's the best last name.
Yeah, right. He's a good guy. You'd like, yo, dude. You gotta talk to him sometime. You'd enjoy.
To have
that.
him as a guest on the show.
Yeah, you guys have a lot in common. Let's just put it to you that way.
So Jenny, I don't know if you Jenny, I don't know if you just wandered in late like Lopez, but this entire holiday toy drive box was filled up by the Vaccarino tribe, and we greatly appreciate it. Linda says that the tag and title place reminded her of the old DMV in New York. Yeah, it was just like so unnecessarily gruff.
Now, what
I felt like saying, "Do you know who I am?"
What happened? Because not too long ago, they were in the Weiss parking lot, right?
Yeah.
Was that the same people?
Well, not the same employees. Our friend
Because
Chris's
I used
two
to
daughters
go
used to
into the
work there.
one in the Weiss parking lot,
Yeah.
and it was like everybody was just like happy.
I'll tell you exactly why.
It was friendly and shit. Like you walked, like there was, like you were like, oh, this is great.
Because two of Chris Simpson's daughters work there.
Oh, okay.
And they're very friendly personality
Helpful
people.
on it. Yeah, man. They were just like really friendly people. I always remember Jenny and I never minded going there. Like they always, and they were like helpful. Now I notice I go there and they're like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to. I just have my.
So we're not talking about Dawn's tag and title here. We're talking about a business that rhymes with Fawn's Egg and Idol.
Right. Oh, that place.
Yeah. And whatever. The process was done in an efficient manner. It's just there was no pleasantries.
Yeah. Right. And what do we want? In the end, what do we want? I mean, do we want a big hello? Do we really want a lot of conversation?
I want,
you know what I mean?
No conversation.
I mean, I know myself, I don't want to conversate with anybody. I just, a nice hello. Nice hello.
Tony says I'm pretty sure root is a prerequisite to work at the DMV. But this is just
Yeah, but in PA, it's different, Tony.
This was just a little storefront. This is just a little storefront on 739 where they do dog licenses, hunting licenses, license registrations, plates, and stuff like
when
that.
the fax machine's working.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So, but whatever. I walked out with a new plate, Pennsylvania plates, finally, so we don't stick out.
Oh, for the Beamer?
Yeah.
Oh, so she's been riding dirty all this time, front plating it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mira, ¿qué pasa, man? What are you doing, mami?
I hate questioning you, but I don't think that was Spanish.
What is she? What were you holding on to? What were you holding out for? What were you thinking? New York was gonna like grow over the border or something? What were you afraid of?
She never got around to it.
All right.
And she was, she was paying. She had a good insurance, price and.
Okay. Because I've heard New Yorkers say this. I've actually heard them say this. I ain't never getting rid of my New York plates. I don't care how long I live here.
Linda has said that, but her voice wasn't quite as deep.
Oh, okay. So, you
and then there was a little bit of a.
It's so common to
Latina accent.
New Yorkers say that when they first move here. They're always like, "I am getting rid of my." Omar, you got New York plates? Omar's probably got New York plates. Probably custom too.
Janet does.
Yeah.
Linda says she loves
Janet.
She loved being a front plater. Linda says she pisses everybody off.
What about Nancy? Nancy, Nancy's got Pennsylvania plates. She's a good girl. She's got the Pennsylvania plates.
As well she should.
Janet, Janet's not gonna let go. What are you hanging on to, Janet? Let it go. Listen to me. That you let go of that, and you will find that new freedom that
I couldn't.
you came up here to look for. You understand?
I could not let go of New York fast enough.
Yeah. See, now Omar, he's got a great personalized plate, so it's like, how could you get rid of that? His says KO Boxer. He's had that plate forever, man. You know.
But wait a minute, he says I still keep the KO Boxer plate in my car with PA plates on the back too. Okay.
Oh, you got both. Oh, okay. So you kept the plate. I got you.
Oh, Nancy says PA plates for 27 years.
That a girl, Nancy. I knew I could count on you.
I got the personalized PA plate.
How long
People
did it
think
take
I'm
you
in-
to transcend into the world of
Pennsylvania?
Yeah, like when you moved here.
30 seconds.
Okay. Now, did you
Oh, you
feel
mean
different? With
Change
the
my
plate?
personality?
No, your plates on your car. Like, did you hold out like
No.
some of these New Yorkers do?
No. Plus, I had a company car at the time, so the company was real happy to get my plates changed over because they saved money.
I want to know what the all right people like Janet and who else was there? Linda. What were you holding out? What are you holding out for? What are you afraid of with the plate? What are you afraid of with the front plate? Let's get you through this.
Well, we got Linda through it today.
All right, well, Linda's done. Janet,
I think it's still stinging a little bit. I think it still stings.
Janet, let's talk about this.
I'd say that Linda's never going to remember her new plate, but I don't think she ever remembered her old plate. But now her new plate, I believe, starts with like Mr. J.
Okay. Mr.
MRJ.
J. Mr. J.
I am B Dreams 1.
B Dreams 1?
Yes.
I like that.
It's also my OnlyFans handle.
Janice says she's just lazy. Omar, how did you keep the plates? Don't you have to turn them in?
Omar, he doesn't give a shit about that.
No, he's asking somebody this, no?
No, Linda wants to know why Omar has his New York plate still.
Oh, because he's Omar. Omar does what Omar wants to do.
Yeah.
That's how life works.
Omar doesn't give a fuck.
Laws schmoz, you know what I mean? Laws only apply to you, you know, if you get caught, you know?
The only thing I could see Omar not being willing to do is like have a fake inspection sticker written by hand.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
I'm basically a pack of Marlboros I got found in the street.
No, listen. He didn't float here on a bag of coconuts, okay? Okay. So, yeah.
Coconuts float?
I think they do. I
I
mean,
would think
Papillon, he escaped from that prison. Well, I just got my license. What license?
Oh, great. Another newly licensed female driver on the road.
Does she mean she just swapped her driver's license over, or she actually just got her license?
I don't know. I took it as she just got her license.
I'm thinking I just got my PA
Swapped
license.
it over.
Swapped over. We're going to need swap. There you go. Thank you, Janet.
Yeah, Omar didn't give a fuck about turning them in.
Yeah, Omar,
swapped. Okay.
You don't give a fuck.
So the PA plates excuse me, Miss Lopez, PA plate.
Mm-hmm.
In PA, you don't have to surrender your plates. I still have my original PA plate before I got the vanity plate. Yeah, you don't have to surrender them. They don't want them back.
You own them.
Yeah.
Your plates.
In
right?
New York, you're supposed to surrender them.
New York, you surrender them, yeah. Place.
Yeah.
That place. They send fines. It's like they send a little fucking plate police, and
it's
you
like
wanna re-register shit in New York, they won't let you until you pay the fines.
Yeah, you remember I wasn't a big watcher of Seinfeld, but I do remember Bookman, the library cop.
Oh my
who
God.
came to get a book back after like 25 years from Kramer. So I'm wondering if there's a guy Plateman
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Plateman comes
Just
to
floating around.
repossess your old New York plates if you don't hand them in.
His mom tells him how handsome he is every day.
Yes, yes, exactly.
there, get those plates, sweetie. Make mama proud.
I'm proud. Yeah, Plateman's gonna go out and get them. Yeah, so I that's the thing. I can't see Omar just
No.
writing inspected on a post-it note and slapping it on the windshield like somebody I know.
Yeah, that would be like something like somebody whose name rhymes with like Skinda or like Belinda.
Topez. We're talking about Belinda Topez.
You know. Oh, okay.
I love the Kramer making the L. I don't know. Maybe I should revisit that whole thing. and watch
Seinfeld was great. Seinfeld was great. Some of the scenes from the last episode were filmed in Beacon, New York, on Main Street. Just an FYI, if you're ever out that way. I was living in the area at the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
you weren't far from there when you won the
cannoli
eating contest. Yes.
Well, yeah, that was years later. I won that contest, but yeah, I'm so proud of that. What I want to know is, do they still hold the contest? And I'd like to re-enter it and go back and just remind them.
Well, if they still held the contest, I got to believe you would have been invited to MC or announce.
Well, I'm sure they told me come back next year, and I just forgot, or I got busy.
Or they just moved the fucking contest so that you wouldn't find it.
But I did get like, I got some gift certificates to a jewelry store and to a bakery and like all those different stores in the Little Italy there. So that was cool.
For winning a cannoli eating contest.
Yeah.
What's up, Dave?
Hey, Dave.
Dave, you're definitely you're tuning in on a downswing. The shows have been struggling a bit for content lately.
Well, what do you mean? We were just flowing. We were just flowing like what do you say?
Molasses?
Yeah. Ooh. What month are we in? And we're getting there. It's almost time. February. Tap the trees.
Yes.
I'm going to tap a lot of trees this year. I am.
Is that like a double entendre?
No, that's like industry lingo. I don't know if you're familiar with the verbiage.
No, well, last time you dazzled me with some chef talk. So is there an industry lingo for syrup making that I'm not aware of?
Making the gold. I don't know.
Liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
Okay.
So here's my hope is that the garage will be done by December the latest, right? By January the latest, I'd like to have a wood burning stove in there. And then by February, we could go into the garage and cook the syrup up, the maple syrup. Do it out there on the wood burning stove because that's nice and hot, man. It's real heat.
It's not going to happen on 8s.
Yeah.
I don't want to say nothing. You run your house the way you run your house.
Well,
but
I know. Jenny's been a little lazy lately.
A little bit. I don't know. Something massive back spasm or something.
Ended up in the hospital.
I heard
take time to go to the hospital because of her back. She had to get injections, steroid injections, steroid pills, all kinds of concoctions. They put a patch on her back.
Isn't it easier just to go to work?
Well, that's how the middle class goes to work.
Oh.
We go in every
broken.
every 6 to 8 months. We end up in the hospital. They patch us up and they send us back out.
Fun.
That's how it works. That's how we keep America going.
Yes.
And then eventually we apply for disability.
Listen, in a couple months we could have an opportunity economy.
Yeah.
Where we have the opportunity to pay more for less.
Yes.
So
Danielle Kavanaugh, how are you?
Yes, the lovely Miss Kavanaugh. She just messaged me to say hello before, and I guess she must have saw the billboard for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was very nice for our fans to get together and give us that huge billboard on 84.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Yeah, whoever spray painted that,
huge, even huge,
might have been huge.
Hopefully they enjoy it, and when they drive by, I wonder what would it cost for something like that. Just for fun one day. How much
just for fun
to put one of those signs up on the 84?
Our self-respect.
Well, we lost that a long time ago. What else? What did one of those signs go for? Like $800? You think?
I have no idea. It all depends on location.
Yeah, location. Interesting.
I mean, if you do the math, the postage stamp sign. Yeah. If you do the math, the sign for Hemlock Farms, which is smaller than a billboard, was going to be what, $750 million?
Oh, wait, can we make everybody mad and take out an ad in the Hemlock newspaper thing?
So funny. Full page.
Oh my god! What does something like that cost?
A lot.
If I did that, would you get mad at me?
No.
Okay.
For the distribution, the Hemlock paper is really fucking expensive.
I would love to do that.
Danielle Kavanaugh, always helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Says a monthly rental for billboard is usually $1,000, and then she ruins it by going or $2. So it could be $1,000, or it might be double that.
Yeah. This is true.
That's what I always say. Could be 4 inches. Might be 8.
Depends on the weather.
Linda Lopez would like to contribute to an ad.
Oh, okay.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
And then we just lie and say we're having John Hannick as a guest. Just blatantly fucking lie.
And just misspell his name with one letter, somewhere.
JONHANIK.
Why? Who did you think we were talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That would be great. Yeah, I wonder what the newspaper cost here to do that.
Oh, Danielle Kavanaugh says 500 or 1,000
for a full page.
I'm joking. She didn't say that. I'm just busting her chops.
I would think they would give me something. I mean,
run? They pay you to run an ad.
So here's the thing about that paper. Reasonable. Can we talk about that paper, or I'm going to say something positive about it.
John Hancocknick. Yes, I would go with that. I like that. Hancocknick.
And have somebody come on just like the Monopoly man. And everything we say, he's like, $200.
I forgot your Monopoly man comparison. It's fucking perfect, by the way.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm sorry.
If we ever get another cat,
mm-hmm.
Hancocknick, I think, is a great name for a cat. I don't know why. But it has to be a cat like Angry Cat Next Door. It has to be a cat that can play with his whiskers.
Mr. really crazy looking thing.
Danielle says, I don't know what it costs to run an ad, but more than it's worth. I agree. For the distribution, so I like the Hemlock paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the tactile, physical feel of the Hemlock paper.
That's what I wanted to say.
And I like beating the shit out of my dog with the Hemlock paper.
That when you call me over for that,
oh my god, it's a party.
Good times.
And she said an ad on the local news would probably cost the same. Now that's BRC 13. That's thinking.
Now, what is a local news? I never even here. That's the thing. Who reads the newspaper anymore? People read the newspaper.
I think she's referring to maybe TV news.
Who watches TV? People don't watch TV.
Old people, which is the target audience
demographic?
for our no, the people in the 70s and 80s.
I'm just asking because here's why. I learned a lesson when I had my boxing gym, right? I took out this big ad in the local newspaper, right?
Did it say, where the fuck is my ring?
No. But there will be a movie on that, an episode. But I learned that not one person came and joined my gym that saw that ad.
Oh yeah.
And it was because the people that majority of the guys that come to the gym, they don't read the fucking newspaper. So I was just curious, like, as far as something like this, where would people look to see something like this? Maybe not the newspaper, maybe, you know.
Well, certainly not social media based on our numbers.
Right. I mean, they're not going to go to social media. What does he say? Oh, have fun, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
Dave's in a polite way of saying,
This
thank you.
sucks him out.
I'm half asleep now.
Yeah. Hey,
Thank
we
you
did
for
our
curing
job.
my insomnia.
We did our job. Dave's got a life. We gave him life now.
We've recharged his battery, fast charge.
Right. He's like, I don't want to kill myself anymore. Look at these guys.
Exactly. if they're fucking still alive. Speaking of which, yeah, another another local suicide.
You know, this speaks volumes to the failure that mental health has become in this fucking country.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, we could say within a quarter of a mile in 10 years, there have been 3 suicides, 1 attempted suicide. And we know somebody whose family member within this quarter mile took their life as well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, right? So you're talking 5 people in 10 years. You know, I made a video a couple of years ago about this and how the numbers were increasing, and they're still increasing. And it's just something to think about. It really is, man. It's a very serious issue. And I hate to say this, but it has to be said, okay? While I respect and understand that we have to realize that there are 22 soldiers that come home every day, you know, that come home and they kill themselves every day, right? They take their own lives. That's a guaranteed number. The problem with focusing on that so much is that they have you, I believe they have us so focused on it that we don't realize the real depth of what's going on here, the real pandemic.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is that there's over 1,000 of us doing this every day. 22 of which happen to be soldiers.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
So in a way, by focusing on just that number, I believe we kind of minimize, like subconsciously, we minimize what's really going on out there. And, you know, so it's just something to think about, man, because it's happening a lot more lately.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the numbers are significantly higher.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the stats are.
And I have a belief, man, you know, like I think, you know, that's it for our generation. They want to dump our generation with cancer and suicide. That's the only way they're going to get rid of Gen X, man.
Oh yeah, and pharmaceutical addiction.
Mm-hmm. They know it. That's, you know, that's their end game for us.
So in 2022,
suicide is cheaper for them.
There were 49,476 suicides.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
It's 135 people a day.
A day. 22 of which are soldiers.
Yeah.
But you see the numbers are much greater than what they have you focused on. And that's what I'm getting at. It's like, and that's, again, it's like, I hate to say that because I don't want to sound like I'm trying to take away from those soldiers because, you know, it's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to broaden people's, you know, eyes to the actual number.
Oh yeah, and Linda says recorded suicides, and that's true.
Right.
And there's 1.4 million attempted suicides. But again, that number is probably significantly larger because how many attempted suicides get documented?
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Absolutely. I know a guy just kid called me a couple of weeks back. A fighter. You know, he was gonna fucking blow his brains out. It was fucking 4:00 in the morning, dude. I never answer the phone.
Yeah.
But something told me to answer the fucking phone. So I mean, it's like it's happening like crazy, man. That wasn't reported.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Exactly.
I'm sure he didn't call the cops and say, "I just wanted you guys to jot this down for, you know,
just for stats,
statistics." You know, so it's like it's out there, man, and it's getting worse and worse. The numbers are.
Why do you
climbing.
think that is?
I think that is because I think it's because a lot of it has to do with the medications that they're giving us. The side effects are suicide. It says it right on the fucking commercial. You know, some side effects may be thoughts of suicide. Well, then maybe we shouldn't be handing that the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know, like what goes through the minds of the people in the FDA where they hear that and they're like, but yeah, all right, send it through. That's what, you know, like, I don't know. I feel like it's just a lose-lose thing sometimes, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, mental health care in this country is severely lacking. Although we are number 11 worldwide in suicides. So
right.
We're not like top, you know,
which is
like number one.
Right.
I mean, we could try harder.
We could try.
You know, crack
There's
the
a
top
few people
10.
I could talk into it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
know?
I have a list myself.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah. I actually
I got a couple that are walking on the edge that I could pretty much talk into it.
I put that on a list and sent it to Santa every year. Yeah.
It's becoming
a lot
more
of people
prevalent.
are losing everything. You know,
It
with
has
the
to do with
economy.
hopelessness. You know, I think COVID changed a lot of things for a lot of parents, and you know, not just parents, but a lot of people. I think that did a lot of mental damage to a lot of people too, man. Like I remember like when it came and you know, just being a parent and we didn't know what the hell was happening.
Yeah.
And thinking, you're reading, like you're turning on the TV and it's all fear monger, right? It's like anybody over 50 is dying from this. You're getting this and you're dead. I'm like, holy shit, I'm 49. You know, like I was like freaking out, man.
Bodies are stacked up.
Yeah, and you're thinking of your baby, and they're showing you bodies in New York City that they're throwing into trucks and all this shit. And you're thinking you're going to leave your family behind, you know? It's just like mental trauma and stuff. I think they put our generation through a lot of shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Not just our generation, any generation that was alive for that. You know, think of the kids.
Oh, yeah. And the older people were even more terrified.
You know, there's little kids, they don't understand what, you know, what's happening. At least the adults, they understand, you know.
I think people are also realizing that most treatments don't work and getting tired of trying to feel better. Yeah, and that's a big thing too. You know, it's people that suffer severe depression or bipolar disorder and stuff like that. It's very difficult to treat.
Yeah, it is. And then after a while, the medicines don't work anymore. You have to switch medicines or whatever. So it's like that. Some people feel defeated from that, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like they don't want there. Some people don't want it. Like there's times I don't want to do what I have to do. That's like I just want to experience the fucking day, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know. Sometimes you don't want to do that, but whatever.
Yeah, it's very defeating.
Yeah, sometimes. Like if you gotta take medicine just to go out or something like that,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm experiencing it now with pain meds just to function every day.
Oh man, I don't ever want to even deal with that shit.
Yeah, and it
Medicine?
scares the shit out of me because
Mm-mm.
so many people get addicted to pills, but
You gotta just take
I
it the way
try
they
to
tell you, man.
you
You know,
the guy who sold them to me said just 10 a day.
10 a day.
Yeah,
Yeah, all at once, or
he said
break it up.
whatever you think.
Yeah, I would spread it out.
It's just if you think it's going to be a rough day, just take the first 8 and hang on to the extra 2 for lunch. No, but
how about going to the bathroom?
oh no, but oh yeah, after you take 10 oxys in a day, you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about shitting for a while.
Good.
Nah, you're gonna be bound up for a while. That's gonna
Like
be like the equivalent of eating 10, 12 bananas.
squeezing out a brick.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I hate having to take pain meds to function.
Hmm.
So I got
Hey,
a
Vinny.
little. What's up, cousin Vince? So I got a little update today.
Mhm.
So according to by CDC standards, I am not negative on all my tick-borne diseases.
Oh, good.
However, well, I mean, I guess when you're looking for an answer, it's not the best news that I've heard.
Because now you're like, so why am I in
What's
pain
next?
again?
So I did get 2 what they call positive bands because the Lyme test is not like a yes or no. It's
Right.
looks like a DNA test.
I've
basically.
seen it. Yeah, I went through that battery.
Yeah. So I have 2 bands showing positive, which could mean past infection.
Is this particular test called a Western blot? Is that what it's called? Have you
I
heard
think
of
the
that?
Western blot is
Or is
the
that old
current
news?
standard, I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's some other newer test, but the Western blot, I think, is the most common.
Okay.
Yeah, so with these 2 positive bands, they want to still treat me on a Lyme protocol. So
That's cool.
I'll be on doxycycline for 21 days.
Okay. And what does that do? Take down inflammation?
It triples the size of your penis.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
What
with
are you
6
gonna do
inches.
now?
I don't know what I'm gonna do with all 6. But yeah, no,
Wow.
it's antibiotic. So if I take the antibiotic and after the first week or 10 days I start feeling a little better, I guess maybe we hit the nail on the head. But I still have to go to.
Okay.
I just have multiple physician interactions, if you will. I have pulmonology tomorrow.
Jesus. What the hell is that? I don't even know what that means.
The lung doctor.
Oh, Jesus Christmas. You want me to go with you or something?
I'm not sure. I think Linda might be coming.
all
with
right.
me.
If you need moral support, let me know.
I was on doxycycline in 2013 when I did test positive for Lyme. I don't remember it being the most pleasant thing in the world, but I don't remember it really having a horrible effect on me. But who knows? Who knows what'll happen now? But yeah, I mean, like any antibiotic, especially when you're on I was on 30 days the first one. But yeah, so what the fuck do I got? A pulmonologist. I got some other ologist.
Jesus Christmas.
And then
Jiminy Cricket.
the one hey, listen, this is a family show.
Sorry, I take it back.
The doctor I need to see the most, the rheumatologist, that's in fucking February. So we gotta see what we can do. I'm gonna sick Lopez on the situation and see. She'll probably get me an appointment fucking tomorrow.
Yeah, you know how that. Yeah, should be on it. James Gruber, hello.
Oh, okay. So Linda said we can all go
hello.
to the doctor because you are well known to pack cheeses and fine meats.
Yeah, I always get ready for the doctors. Absolutely. I'm always the other day we left kind of in a rush, so I didn't have time to put together a nice package. So I did manage to grab 4 snack bars. A little snack bars. It was definitely not how I like to roll.
Oh,
But it was an emergency exit. Although, if I would have known sooner, if Jenny would have said, "I think I want to go to the ER today,"
knowing that if
I would
they
have started making a nice package.
knowing that, Vinny's appointment is in Scranton at 11 o'clock, which means a 10 o'clock departure. But hey, James is a fellow right-wing electrician.
Welcome, James.
Yeah, it means a 10 o'clock departure. So, Linda, you have absolutely no need to use what is now my car.
Yeah, that nice Beamer you got,
Yeah,
bro.
that I'm letting her borrow.
It's cool.
You don't have to. Come
We
with
could
me.
use that to
You
push
can
some
sleep
stuff
on-
around, and like we could push other cars around.
Oh, I got an appointment to get a trailer hitch put on it.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be nice. So yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, no, hopefully a rheumatologist will probably put me back on a multi-$1,000 biologic medication. So I'm trying to avoid, but I don't know. I don't know.
I went to my doctor today. And
Did you?
She told me that my blood was beautiful, and that the only thing is
Sticky
I got to
and red.
back off on my cheese because it's giving me too much cholesterol. She
Is
said.
she fucking? She a doctor or a food critic?
Well, she asked me, "What do you eat?" I says, "I have a very limited diet. This is what I eat."
Yeah. You told her you were on the raccoon diet.
I said I eat a pound of ricotta cheese a day, and she was like, "All right." And she said, "You could still eat it. Just cut it in half. Cut your cheese intake in half, and your blood will be fine." She was very confident in that. I said, "Okay." So, because I do eat a lot of it because it's just beautiful and delicious. It goes with everything. It goes with fruit. It goes with vegetables. It goes with lasagna. It goes with anything.
Yeah.
Eggs. It goes with anything.
It's
Put a little sugar in it. You got like a nice little cannoli cream if you dry it out enough. It's nice.
Beautiful.
I like it.
Linda says, "Stop trying to self-diagnose. Look where it's gotten you." I mean, my theorization does not affect my visits to the doctor. The 18 fucking geriatric appointments I have between now and New Year's. I could theorize based on past history.
Well, let's see how it goes. They're gonna make
Sage
you touch your
advice.
toes.
I only started seeing them this month.
You know, they're gonna be like bend over, touch your toes, and
I don't like to really touch them because if another one falls off in my hand, it's gonna be.
I know, isn't that fun?
That's
though?
gonna leave a mark. That's
It
gonna leave a
is.
mental scar. I firmly believe that.
It's just like you hold it up. It looks like one of those nuts that come out of the Christmas bowl. You know,
Are you referring
Brazil
to
nuts.
Brazil nuts?
Mhm.
Okay. Last time I was told that they are still all there.
He is wearing a smaller sock now. Though.
I am wearing a slightly smaller sock. I did think I had a pebble in my shoe once, and it was just the half a toe. So I had a Snickers bar that day.
And the nail fell off.
Oh, that's right. And the pinky toe on my left foot that I lost after he gave me a box of chocolate chip cookies in the hospital when my sugar was 450.
That's got to be the best gift, though, man. Because he's like, he gives you that beautiful gift, you know, and then you're like, I can't eat them. I would have been like, oh, yo, you mind if I have that? I'll get you something else. I promise.
The box did look like it was retaped.
Oh, I bet.
Linda says she sees spaces. She's saying I have jack-o'-lantern feet. That there's toes missing.
Oh.
I don't know. I'll set up some mirrors and see if I could see them today.
Oh.
It's been a while. Tony says that was all Jane. So my sister-in-law wanted to kill me. my brother just let it happen.
It's all Jane.
Yeah.
She's yelling at her like, "How could you say that?"
Yeah. You know, it happened again.
What happened?
My new assistant, my new helper,
Mm-hmm.
gets in my truck with 2 beautiful cupcakes. And
Where did
said,
these come from?
he said, my mom made cupcakes and she wanted you to have these.
His mother made cupcakes and made one for you?
2.
That was very nice of her.
Well, he says 2. I don't know. The container was pretty large. It could have been filled, and 2 is what was left.
Here's what I want you to do.
Because I thought it was weird that the mom would throw empty wrappers in the container with my 2.
This is what you got to do. The next time you see his mom, you say, "I got to meet your mom," whatever, right? You say, "Hey, thanks for those 2 cupcakes." And
And she'll say, 2?
"Uh-huh.
I put 12 in there.
I gave you 12. I gave you a whole tray of 12.
Well, I didn't get to have them.
Oh, that's right.
I turned it down.
Should send
I
them over to
said,
me.
please lie to your wonderful mom. Thank her. Tell her the cupcakes were delightful.
And then what? Did she
Sent more. Now my helper is going to gain 100 pounds.
Oh, she keeps sending them.
Oh,
Oh,
it's gonna be
he's
a
loving
daily
it though.
thing, yeah.
He probably went home. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Ma, he said those were the best.
Yeah, he actually sent me a picture of a chocolate cake she made for me,
He
too.
loved it so much. He's giving me a raise.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Linda's right. I wanted to have this conversation with your wife.
Mm.
Since I'm not going to be able to really indulge in any baked goods this year,
Mm-hmm.
I prefer she didn't make anything for anybody.
Okay, I'll be sure to not tell her that.
Why should you be able to enjoy if I'm not?
Listen, I just got my blood work done. Okay, according to my doctor, I got to back off on the regatta cheese.
So,
okay?
there's a lot of compelling evidence that says the whole cholesterol, clogged artery, heart disease thing is horse shit. And just keep in mind, the brain runs on cholesterol. Very, very cholesterol is a required part of the body. So,
right.
I shoot for like an 800.
I don't know what mine was.
Jenny
could tell you.
High is 2.
I don't know.
I shoot for 800 to 1,000. I like to cut myself and bleed like a toothpaste tube.
Yeah, nice. How about a holiday steak?
Oh, I'll be enjoying a beautiful holiday steak.
Well, huh?
Oh, God, yes.
A nice holiday steak. What
With the steak for dessert.
What is our next
Oh, your cholesterol was 253. That's
253.
It's a little up there.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I don't believe. I think
knew
that's
she'd
the
remember.
fucking the drug companies that make the statins. They just want you to fucking believe that that's a problem.
But I have been eating like a little bit more than a jar of regatta cheese a week, whereas I was usually about a half a jar. But it's just so good and delicious. Except now we got this other brand. I got to kind of work my way through it. It's okay.
What other brand?
Margarito or something.
Oh yeah, it's a little more colorful than the yellow and blue.
It's very watery. Then you got your Palio. To me, it's
like a utility.
Yeah,
regard.
It is.
It's there. It's a backup.
Barilla, man, or Barilla.
Nice, very ethnic.
Makes, in my opinion, that's the best you're gonna get around here. And if you want it even better, the night before you're gonna use it, get a little cheesecloth, put it in a strainer, and drain out any of the excess water,
juice,
milk fat, whatever you want.
Cottage cheese juice that you love so much.
Thicken it up a little bit so it's a little more pasty, a little more.
Jay says your HDL, your good cholesterol was 85, which is good. And I'll tell you why your good cholesterol was 85.
Why?
You always have nuts in your mouth.
Yes. I told my doctor that I eat almonds and sunflower seeds and walnuts every single day,
Yeah.
and honey
Just
and
nuts and nuts on your chin. Just
coconut oil every day.
nice.
Spoonful of coconut oil, some honey.
Did she laugh like I always do?
No, she's Jamaican. She probably eats the same shit, man, with an avocado.
And a fucking fish with the head still on.
And she might, or maybe just the eyeballs, you know?
Okay. So you have your little exam, and then she bleeds the fucking rooster out on you. Then what?
She pulled my socks down and felt my legs. I don't know what that was all about. Then
Did she say anything about chicken legs?
No, she just caressed them. And then she did the old palpitation here, but I'm very ticklish, you know.
Oh God!
So I started laughing. So that didn't last long. And she said my ears were clean, which was nice because I wasn't expecting that. You know, I forgot to even think about checking my ears today, going to the doctor, and I was like, "Oh my God, are they clean?" She said, "They're beautiful." I'm so worried.
Just the look of relief on your face about that.
Oh yeah. Oh, isn't that? I would have been so embarrassed if she looks in my ear and I got something in there.
Tony wants to know what kind of doctor was this. Well, what do you think?
Medical doctor. You know, my regular physician.
Medical doctor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor you go to before you see all the other doctors.
Yeah.
That doctor.
Yeah.
The one that doesn't actually fix you. He just tells you who you got to go see.
The one that does snake charming on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So good. That's good. You got clean ears.
I got clean ears.
They give you a lollipop.
I got nice blood, she said. So that's nice. I didn't take the lollipop because I was afraid of the
You thought maybe it was a trap?
I thought maybe it was going to mess up this cholesterol thing that what am I at? What?
253, I think.
What do I got to be?
Under 200 is nice.
Yeah, so she says cut your cheese in half, you'll be fine.
And Tony's upset because his doctor never caresses his legs.
Well, you know what? I think she was interested in because they're hairy, you know? And, you know, she's Jamaican. She's not used to seeing this long, luscious hair on the legs, you know?
Okay.
So she was probably running her fingers through
since
it.
It's braided now.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So did she put her thumbprint in your ankles? Checking for fluid retention?
Yeah, she did all kinds of shit. And then sent me on my way.
Yeah.
Asked me a bunch of questions that Jenny answered for me, and there we were.
I got a diabetes foot exam for the first time.
You did? What did they look for?
They take what looks like a guitar string.
Oh,
and
it's just gonna hurt.
No.
All right, go ahead.
But you're supposed to feel it.
What do you mean?
They're touching different toes. And you're not allowed to look. You tell them when you feel it, when you don't.
And that's it. They prick your foot with a guitar string, and then
not a guitar string,
a guitar string.
But yes, a guitar string. They count your toes. Yeah. So I think I passed the test because they only had to hit my toes with a hammer for me to feel it. Now, you know, I felt everything. I felt everything. God.
Well, that's good. That's quite the test.
I mean, it got to the point. She was doing it so fast. I just kept saying yes. I was saying yes as she was putting a guitar string in the fucking little red box on the wall.
Oh, that's great.
So,
yeah.
Whatever this, it was pretty small. It was definitely not a G string. That I would have noticed.
Slightly soiled. Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm gonna start throwing antibiotics down my throat. I am on a probiotic.
Busy with the doctors lately. I can't take all this doctor shit.
That's what happens when you get this age.
Go to the therapist. I gotta go to the doctor. I gotta go Pharmacies. I've had enough.
You just ready to pack it in? Just give up?
I do enjoy going with Livy to gymnastics, so I like to bring her there.
Okay, but that's not a doctor visit.
No, that's fun. You know, I bring her there. We have McDonald's. I bring her to McDonald's there.
Oh, tell me more about the cholesterol.
Yeah. You know what I got there the other day? Black coffee.
I was gonna say, please don't say fillet of fish.
I don't eat that shit. I'm mad at myself even let my kids eat that shit. But I told her this week I'm gonna bring her, instead of McDonald's, I'm gonna bring her to they got a Chinese buffet next door. I'm sure that's a lot healthier.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Because you're supposed to have shrimp that are the size of the tip of your pinky.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna feed her that before gymnastics. I think that'd be fun.
So Linda wants to know if we're excited for next Tuesday. You know, this is the last podcast without at least experiencing Election Day. I don't think we'll have any answers, but Election Day is coming Tuesday.
Now, are we gonna do an election night?
I don't care.
Follow the polls.
I'll do it.
Talking shit. Can we broadcast this to? We can't broadcast this to the real for the election
because it's a group.
You know, you're a selfish son of a bitch.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I work hard on that.
Yeah. I don't even know what that means that we're a group, but they don't let you broadcast to groups, but you could broadcast to
pages.
What the fuck is the difference?
Yeah, it stopped about they started that about 6 months ago.
But what is a page and what is a group? So a group is run by more than one person?
Yeah, so a page is Vinny, watch the returns. Yes, we're gonna have a person on the street,
right?
Like we're gonna have Linda's our on the street reporter.
We could do that.
There. She's just gonna be wandering around Milford.
Have Jesse call in from over there down the road.
Yeah, we'll have the sound of a ticker tape in the background. I don't know why. Exactly. But yes, everybody thinks we should do an election night.
I would do it. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah,
we'll stay up, see who wins, and we'll talk about it. Maybe we can get. I have a flat screen television.
Fred.
We could put a television behind us, and we could watch the things go as we're talking.
I'm not sure about the legality of that.
Yeah, that would be stealing shit. We could do our own. We could do our own screen thing that keeps updating too. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I know TikTok is I guarantee you that TikTok will have live election people doing shit like crazy. They've been doing this is the thing that drives me crazy. On TikTok, they vote every day.
Tony says we need a large whiteboard. Just so happens. So I have a large whiteboard.
What are we gonna do with it?
You know, you write,
update
first
shit,
and then you got to draw a map. That's gonna be your job.
Oh, I'll do it.
Draw an accurate map of the United States with each state drawn in the map, and then you got to color it when it's decided.
Should we wear like ties? Like, should we get dressed up for this? Like, put a suit on? I mean, it's elections.
This is serious business.
I might wear a tie. I'm not saying I'm gonna wear a suit, but I'll at least put a tie on.
Linda says it's election. Why can't you broadcast? Because the broadcast is owned by the company that's broadcasting it, even though it's broadcasting public information.
It's like theft of services, because right?
Yeah, Facebook would probably just turn the podcast off.
Fuckers.
Fred doesn't have his tie on. He's got his Halloween garb on, sort of.
But we could watch the what's going on and report it.
Yes,
in our own,
with our own lackluster, mediocre spin.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a prediction for the election, or do you care to not predict?
Pain. I predict pain.
Pain. Sorry, Rocky 3.
Yes, Club of Lang.
Yeah, very good.
I think Trump's going to win.
You think Trump is going to win? Okay.
And that has evolved from I hope Trump's going to win to I think Trump's going to pull it off.
Can we do a quick poll if anybody's listening? Okay. We'll do it for 1 minute. We'll just do it 1 minute. Okay?
Danielle says, and I was thinking the same thing. Didn't it take a day one year? It's I think it's even taken more than that. She said yes, that'd be a very long episode. Thankfully, I don't you don't get paid by the hour.
Oh
so.
yeah.
Linda says I'm working that day, don't want to be driving that night. Have the TV on, just turn the volume down and throw a sheet over it. And yeah, Linda says she's nervous. I don't think anything's gonna happen the time that you're gonna be driving home. Because most precincts won't even be closed by then.
Does the majority of the audience how does everybody else, well, maybe they don't want to talk about who they're going to vote for. Some people are very personal about who they're voting for, you know. But you know, after the last election, it's, you know, I'll never think again who's going to win, because I just would rather not be, I don't know.
I'd rather be surprised.
Well, I just have my belief of how the system works. That's all. And that's that. But so why fight it is what I say sometimes. I don't know.
You're saying that maybe the Masons have already figured it out.
They've already, yeah, he's been chosen, or she has been chosen already. They're just figuring out how to deal with us and our reactions to it. That's all.
Yes.
But whatever.
Danielle Cavanaugh says, I think we all know I'm in the minority here. That's okay.
But Danielle, that's okay. That's America. And if our guy fucks it up for 4 years, well, then your guy could come in and fix it or fuck it up some more or whatever. That's what it's all about. Nobody's there forever to continue to shove it up our ass. You know? That's how I look at it. You know?
So if you want something shoved up your ass, you're going to have to actively keep looking for new
Well, it's always nice to take a breather.
delivery systems.
You know?
Yeah, that is
what I'm
true.
trying to say, you know?
Linda says, aren't they burning ballot boxes, or is that false
Yes,
information?
I heard that.
I did hear of one. What's interesting was, so they show this ballot box that looked like it was fully engulfed in flames and said, some ballots may have been damaged. I kind of assume most. It's quite possible most will be damaged.
Now, what do you do? How do you know who voted?
What drives me crazy is all this. I don't know. I don't get the whole early voting thing. Like, I don't know why it's so difficult to on election day.
I don't get it
show
either.
up.
What are you doing?
You know,
Plan
absentee
for it.
ballots, one thing. You know, some people need an absentee ballot. I
It's
understand
fine.
that.
I get that.
But this whole now voting takes it's like a month.
It's one time every 4 years. You can't work that into your fucking calendar, man. It's one
I
time.
agree.
That's it. You go stand online. I don't want to stand online. Shut up.
I know in our polling place,
Dress warm.
you know,
Bring food. Always bring food. If you're going to be somewhere for a long time, get some Ziploc bags, put some pepperoni in there, some olives. You make a nice, like something nice, maybe some crackers, and bring it with you.
nice. Take another bag and make some nice pasta fazool.
Yeah, bring it. Hey, longboard. Yeah,
Just a bag.
if you have
Linda
food
does
with
this.
you,
Linda
you don't
pulls
mind
this.
being anywhere. I'll be anywhere if there's food.
Linda pulls this shit.
Yeah.
Anything she sends me home with food wise, it goes in a fucking bag.
Yeah, you put it in a bag.
Yeah. Soup. Why do I need a bag of soup? Do I have to have soup in a bag? I
Put
get
it in
it.
a Ziploc bag or like a waste bag. Tied a knot.
It's a waste bag tied to knot. No, and I get it. I understand. I
I'm
was
a
just gonna.
Ziploc
I was
guy.
just gonna give an example. Like, I understand if she's gonna put a leftover pork chop in a Ziploc bag, but I have yet to, nor shall I ever, be bringing leftover pork chops home from Linda's house.
Why? Because you don't want them in a Ziploc bag?
The fucking the knife of my pork my knife hasn't even gone through the first cut on my pork chop. She's asking me, "Are you done with that?"
Oh, okay. So it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
even she's like, take some of this milk. It's gonna go bad. Right into the fucking Ziploc it goes. Here's a nice bag of milk.
I use Ziplocs for everything. Jenny actually has scolded me many times.
Well, it's easy,
because she says those are expensive. Put it in a container.
You know what you do? You make an end run on her and you put Ziploc bags in your Amazon cart.
Well, if it's up to me, I Ziploc everything in my refrigerator. It's just easier. And then you could even use it as like let's say you got pierogies. Okay?
What are you gonna Ziploc? I don't
pierogies.
understand. All right.
I got leftover pierogies. Let's say I got 3 of them. Okay.
You can put one in each bag. You're gonna get that tiny little the cocaine Ziploc.
I put them all in one bag, and then maybe the next day or through the course of 2 days, I pick on them and I use the bag as a little pierogi holder so that I don't get the shit on my fingers when I'm eating. I nibble on the pierogi and then I zip it back up.
The real problem, okay? The real problem is the opposite. When you're putting these fucking things in the Ziploc,
yeah,
you're gonna hit the side. This is not like a game of Operation. So say you're putting, I'm gonna go with another C word. Cannolis.
Yeah.
Putting cannolis in your Ziploc bag. Now you got fucking cannoli juice all over the side of the fucking bag.
Yes.
And then when you're reaching in to retrieve your cannoli, now you get fucking cannoli filling on your knuckles. It's ridiculous.
Listen.
Meanwhile, if you have a container, you're selecting top down like a gentleman. Like somebody that is interested in participating in a civilized society.
First of all, you should never have leftover cannolis.
Okay,
all right, that in itself is a sin. You lick the inside. That's what I was just gonna say. Turn the bag inside out and lick the cream. That's what I do. Clean it right off.
Am I a fucking animal?
Sometimes you got to get a little gavone on things. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Tony says, is that before or after you have your honey and coconut oil?
That's after. And sometimes I'll even put a little honey on my cannoli cream because it tastes good.
You live your life like as if a bear was living on an island somewhere.
I could, I think maybe I could be Pooh Bear, from the Winnie the Pooh. I could be Pooh Bear.
Okay. Okay, so we got a Pooh Bear. We got an Eeyore.
I love honey.
And I'll be Piglet.
Oh, you could be Piglet? Okay.
Yeah. I like Linda's idea. You can lick the inside of the bag.
Yeah. You lick the inside of the bag. We're talking about pierogies as well.
Jeff was saying pierogies, and then oh yeah, so pierogies doesn't start with a C. I don't know what the fuck I thought I was saying.
Cannolis.
I said cannolis. Pierogies start with a P.
Yeah.
Now that I see it in print by the world's worst speller, but at least he knew it started with a P.
He got you. You should punch him in the face at the family get together.
That's coming up on the 3rd.
Nice good old fashioned family fist fight.
Yeah, look, we're not Irish.
At the dinner table. Mom always liked you better.
We're gonna go to the Dimmick on the 3rd.
Oh yeah?
We're gonna be missing your get together.
The Dimmick. I think I went there one time. That's in the Milford.
Yeah.
If you're headed out, it's on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's old from the 1800s.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But do you miss the fucking Milford?
I could tell you a thing or two about Milford.
Do tell.
There was one time there was a group of people who used to run insurance companies out of Milford, and they used to go to the Dimmick on a regular basis. And this was in the 80s, and they would enjoy their food. But did they close down for a little while or something?
Not that I'm aware of.
But I got to go there one time for some kind of a dinner. I don't remember what I had, but I do remember that I enjoyed the experience. It was a very nice place.
My mother has already decided what she's eating. She's
did she
going to
get?
have the lamb.
Oh, the lamb.
Mother, do you still hear the lambs screaming?
Do you hear the lambs, mother? Now, is lamb, what is that? Like it's like a baby goat, right? What's a lamb? What's
Fucking
a
sheep.
lamb? It's a sheep. So it's a why do they call it a lamb then if it's a sheep?
I don't know. It's sheep when it's alive. It's lamb when it's. Why do they call fucking a pig when a pig,
Okay.
and then when you eat it, it's a ham? I don't know.
Right. Okay. So a lamb is just dead sheep.
Well, it's a baby sheep in reality, but I don't think all lamb is baby sheep.
Now,
If
do
it
they
was, I'd
beat
eat more of
this
it.
thing to death in a cage and feed it milk, or is that veal?
Not in that particular order.
Oh, okay.
They feed it the milk first.
Right. Right. They don't beat it to death and then go, yeah, have some
I
milk.
mean, they may soften it up first. You know, it might give a couple glancing blows, but yes,
He's
Linda,
not drinking the milk.
I do understand that mother is coming. She has confirmed that it'd be easy entry into the restaurant.
Yeah, it's a really cool place, and I think you're gonna. Did you say you were there or no?
Once years ago.
Yeah, Man, I liked it there.
Yeah, Mother Rigatoni told me that Mother Lopez will be joining us.
Well, that's very nice. Very fun. Little.
Is it the 3rd is a Sunday?
Dude, I don't know. My wife knows everything
yeah,
when
it
it
is a
comes. She's a
Sunday.
walking calendar. That one.
It is a Sunday. Okay. You know what else Sunday happened?
What's up, Eric?
Sunday is we turn the clocks ahead.
Yeah.
See, need I say more? He knew how to spell pierogi, but put 2 R's in Mary.
This is what I'm talking about.
The Verones are not known for their spelling
Oh,
prowess.
don't worry. The Vacarinos aren't very far behind you, or we're certainly not ahead of you.
Lamb is what Mary had. Yes, and look at Lopez over there. Sorry, correcting. Yeah, welcome
she had
to my
get right
world.
on
Make it welcome to my world, Tony.
Oh, eating a late dinner. What are you having tonight, Eric?
So we going 4:30? Will it be 5:30? Hey, that's a damn fine question. No, it'll be 4:30. We turn back the clocks. We turn back the clocks Sunday morning at like 2 a.m.
Okay.
Back.
Yeah, we fall back.
Oh, that's right. Spring ahead, fall back. So we get the extra hour's sleep. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So yeah. So I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like, oh,
You're gonna
I
wake
get
up
to
before you
back
go to bed.
sleep. Exactly. That's what's gonna happen. Right.
As it is, you're up at the crack of dawn.
I'm always up.
Well, you know, it's good for me because I know I'll always have something to fucking read when I get up.
It's true. And you know that it's time for you to go to bed when
When
you
you're
see me
texting me.
posting.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh fuck, I read it to bed. He's up.
Like you checked on me the other day,
Yeah.
20 after 7.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I wanted to make sure you're all right. And I was like, oh, I felt bad. I was like, all right, I'll let you go back to bed. Oh, yeah, thanks.
Tony says he hates getting up at 2 a.m. to adjust all damn clocks. He's quite the clocksman, my brother.
Clocksman.
Yes. He trudges around in his nightshirt
Oh, nice.
and a candle and one of those hats.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes and he changes, he moves the dial on all the grandfather clocks in his house.
Let me ask you something. Look, right here, it says bring them on video. Does that mean I can ask her to join?
I guess.
I wonder. Do you want to try it? Or you don't want to try it?
I don't care. I'm trying anything.
Danielle, are you watching? Ask Danielle to join you on video. I just did.
Oh my.
I want to see if it comes up there though.
It's not. You're just doing something on Facebook.
Oh. Never mind. Never mind.
So is this just another thing that's going to anger you?
I was trying to experiment.
So you do what? You just invite her again?
No, I canceled the request.
Oh, man.
Canceled the request.
Just insult her right in front of everybody.
Because I was hoping
against hope
that she'd be up there.
So you seem to be experiencing a lot of anger around the new iPhone.
I'm sorely disappointed with it.
Well,
I don't like it at all.
Well, I think I think the issue you're having is software. It's
glitchy. I don't like the editing, how it edits videos. They took something that was very simple and worked very efficient and turned it into like this complicated bullshit, man. Like it just, I'm disappointed with the phone. I don't like it. I want my old phone back, but that's okay. I'll hang on to this one for another 3 years or whatever I do.
So I don't think it's necessarily the phone. I think it's iOS 18.
What does that mean?
That's the newest operating system. Which
so
came
do you
out.
think that they'll send me updates and then it'll fix it?
Well, the update is what broke it.
Awesome.
yes. Making it better made it worse. In your estimation.
So yeah, I just I don't know. I'm just not impressed with it. I thought it was going to be something so much better.
You're displeased.
I am displeased. I'm
Have you expressed that displeasure?
Oh, constantly. Yeah, and then like we switched and it's just foolish. We live in the Poconos. No matter who you got, you're going to your service sucks. It's like, so we switched from one carrier to this other one because, it was all about, yeah, we got more antennas around here than the other guys and all that shit. So switched carriers, same fucking problem. Same problem. I can't even get my Wi-Fi out in my backyard anymore. Well,
the Wi-Fi, that's so.
I got boosted.
This is a conversation I have with, I'm just gonna say, somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried great lengths
to
explain the difference between cellular and Wi-Fi.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But if I look at my phone and I see that I got all those bars.
Which ones?
So the Wi-Fi
curved ones. Those are the Wi-Fi ones.
Right.
Yes.
Then I should be getting Wi-Fi, no?
Yes. I have noticed. I feel as if my the bars are not working. I feel as if my internet connection has been shite for a little while. But yes, the phone. So if you're getting full bars and not getting Wi-Fi, it's probably more likely an internet connection than the phone.
It is. It's all about our shitty internet connection that we have coming out of the wall of our house.
That's
why
they
saw it, you would fucking shit yourself.
And that's why they keep giving me free speed increases. Because well, not just me specifically, but they claim to upgrade the speed, and we're going to give this to you for free, but it's never any fucking better.
If you took this, right, and you plucked two, there's multiple wires in here, and you pluck two little shitty wires out of here, that's what I have coming in my wall, dangling out of some fucking wire like this. They got these two shitty little wires coming out of my wall out of something like this, and they fucking honky tonked it to my little black box thing, and that's my fucking internet. And then the lady's like, oh yeah, you gotta try a booster. We got fucking two of them in the house. They don't do shit, lady. You gotta come out, and I need new wires. And not for nothing, shouldn't I be getting this from fucking outer space anyway?
Yeah, Tony has Fios gigabit and Ethernet, and so it should be. It's never better than 400. Where a
What does that mean?
gigabit should be 1,000.
Oh,
Yeah, and so it's a little more than a third of what it's supposed to be.
yeah. Well, what kind of bullshit is that?
But yeah, I definitely noticed just a lot of things hanging up, taking a while. My Fire Stick's been acting fucking weird.
Slow, right?
Yeah. Tony says
Okay, so-
sunspots.
Sunspots. So, Tony, what are we talking about here? Sunspots. What do you mean?
Jeff doesn't believe in the sun.
Does he mean the sun is blocking?
Well, they do say when there's excessive sunspot activity, it does affect the satellite transmission of various signals.
You mean the transmissions of the?
Tony says, I said, you don't believe in the sun. And Tony said, or space.
I believe in space. I just don't think we were there. T-Mobile, says Eric.
So I think Eric maybe has T-Mobile internet. I've heard people rave about it and people say it sucks.
That's what I've heard. Same thing. Some people love it. Some people hate it.
Maybe we're just going to have to do Starlink.
Maybe
Fucking box this big, you could take your fucking internet with you anywhere you go.
Well,
could you imagine having the fucking internet satellite dish strapped to your fucking helmet while you're fucking live broadcasting on your skateboard?
That would be cool.
I say yes.
Why can't I have like just like a like a computer, like a laptop, right? With no cell phone. I don't want a cell phone because I don't want nobody calling me. And then, that's what I want. But then if I go outside someplace, I can't use it. I got to be somewhere where there's Wi-Fi. So if I'm driving, and Jenny wants to give me maybe she wants to give me send me a message or something, I won't get the message until I'm somewhere where there's Wi-Fi.
Or you get a cellular modem for your computer.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Problem solved.
So what does this mean? I go when I'm out and about?
Well, it's like my iPad is connected to the cellular network, so I have internet on that anywhere. So you do the same with a laptop with the right equipment. Yeah.
So when did they come out with that? When the internet came
90s?
Oh, no shit, huh? I'll have to try that.
So Tony has wandered right into the black hole that is geosteries on outer space, and he says, so then neither are the satellites, right? You maintain that satellites are not in outer space.
Satellites are in inner space. They're not in outer space. They are in that space between the Earth's atmosphere and outer space. And the majority of our networking is all underground, which goes from radio antennas underground through the ocean, everywhere, boom, 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 to other radio antennas, and then into your phone. Most of that shit don't go out into outer space.
Okay. I'm not laughing at the theory. I'm laughing at the delivery.
Because this is true. Look it up. Look up internet wire under the ocean.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's been like that for a long time.
This is how we communicate. They got us looking up and everything's going on down below, man.
So, but when you point a satellite dish, you point it at a satellite.
Well, that's what they say they're doing.
So what do you think?
What do we know about?
Where do you think that dish is pointing?
Up.
Just randomly.
I mean, how do I know it is? And that dish knows what it has to catch. It's like, oh, I only catch, alpha rays. Okay.
Well, yeah, the dish is going to collect everything. Mm-hmm. It's that the thing that picks up that information is set to pick up just the information. Well, that's why you don't hear CB on your cell phone, because it's designed to pick up only a certain band of information.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll take that answer.
Tony says you should clamp a satellite dish with a big C clamp on your skateboard. Maybe he can have some. Yes, Tony says unless you're on the South Pole, then down. Then the satellites are pointing down. I guess somebody retained what they heard last week,
he's
or
picking up what I'm putting down.
I think he's picking up what you're putting down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you have a true believer growing.
Yeah, I mean, once you're down, let's not even go back there, please. It's a rabbit hole, and
Down is up.
right. At some point, they change. Well, what'll happen is if you would jump through the earth, you would get stuck in the center.
Well, yeah, probably incinerated.
Well, even if let's get rid of all the hotness. Let's
Okay.
just get rid of the hotness, right?
Okay. Let's not make it sexy.
You have gravity, right?
Starting from the center of the okay.
So
So
if gravity's pushing me down this way and the exit of the hole is this way, somewhere in the middle, that gravity's got to create like a magnetic, how you say, like a
neutrality,
and you'll get stuck in the center of the earth.
And you'll be stuck there. You'll smell Chinese food, but you can't get to it.
You're not going to eat it.
You're not going to get to it.
Mm-mm.
Which is okay. You'd just be hungry.
Not unless they maybe throw some young guy down the hole to bring you something.
Oh, yeah. Some nice cream of some young guy. Oh, look. It's frothy. So I understand you're kind of in the market for a drone. So are you gonna?
I am, man.
Are you planning on investigating some of your theories with using the drone?
As far as
and are you going to argue with the drone while it picks up anywhere between 7 and 15 satellites to figure out where it is in relation to the Earth and
I think the
how to get back to you?
Is gonna feed off of the little remote that I got. That's all. So I'm telling the drone what to do. It goes up, and on my little remote, it's got a camera, and it says your drone can go 30 feet only. So my camera, as it's going up, it'll say 29 feet. Maybe a little red light will come on. It'll hit 30 feet. My remote will send a little signal to the drone. Stop, and it stops.
Correct.
That's it.
But the drone knows where it is based on triangulation of satellites.
Oh, that's getting from the satellites?
And it also is pulling GPS information from the satellites, much like GPS in a car would.
Or on your cell phone?
Well, I'm not sure how that works if the satellite gets changed over to cellular data on your cell phone. I think that's how it's being fed by cellular data.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere it's being transferred, for lack of a better term.
This is some deep shit, man. This is deep space we're talking about here.
No, actually, according to you, we're talking about high atmosphere.
Yeah, we don't go into outer space with all that shit. What are we going to do? What are they going to do about all the satellites that are up there that they're not using anymore and they're saying are just debris?
Yeah. Debris. And every once in a while, one plummets to Earth.
Well, I just wonder what it would take to clean it. I mean, we go up there and we leave it there. We can't go up there with like a bag or something to catch it.
Well, it's not like 5 or 6 things.
Well, you start somewhere.
I probably would start in the ocean.
I mean, eventually, how are they going to send astronauts into outer space?
They have to put bigger bumpers on the spaceship. Just crash through a big cow catcher.
Shit, man.
Yeah, big cow catcher.
That's the other thing. How do they get through all the satellites that are up there and everything? Come on.
Well, they're not asshole to elbow up there with the satellites. They're different positions.
Still never seen a ship coming up the side of the earth. Can't even get it on the internet.
We're going to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to work on that. that feat.
It's impossible.
Well,
I think it's
because
impossible. Because it can't. It's because it's not how things work.
well, yeah, because there's no upside down in space. There's no perspective. There's no up, down, left, and right. We only have created up, down, left, and right because of gravity. So those positions are obvious to us.
Yeah, I don't know. I would just think that if I was floating underneath it, I'd be able to look up at it.
Well, yeah, but that's not the part of Earth they go to.
You know what I'm
they
saying?
go from.
They're always up here, man. I want them to go down here.
Well, if this
From
is,
up here.
if this is Earth and this is the spaceship and they're up here,
Yeah.
and they decide to go like this,
Yeah.
to you it'd still look the same because the camera still be looking essentially down from its position above the Earth.
Right. So you would have to take it from.
I gave Linda a headache.
You'd have to take it from. Instead of going underneath it, you would have to take it from a distance that you could see underneath it, but you're really still up here. So you'd have to go out further so that you could see. You know what I mean?
Well, you could see
Into actual
there.
outer space, probably. And that's probably why we don't have that picture. Junk is shame.
Would you like to curtsy? Yeah, it's quite possible.
Yeah.
It could also be that no matter what position they are around the Earth, the perspective is the same because they're still looking down upon the Earth, even if they're upside down and below it.
I get it.
Do you? I was just making all that shit up.
I get where you're coming from, though, from the perspective of the camera. Once the picture,
And maybe they just have the camera set to auto crop, so every time there's an upside down ship, it flips it over.
Maybe.
Could be just something as simple as that. You should write a letter. Should write a letter to NASA. Fucking 3 fucking black Suburbans show up in your driveway one night.
Yeah, right.
And I'll be like,
Stop.
Jenny, how's Jeff? I haven't heard him in 3 days. And she'll be like, Jeff, who?
I get a phone call. It's nobody. Like, I'm like, hello? They're like, stop asking about the ship on the bottom of the ocean. I'm like, who is this? You heard, you've been warned. You just hang up
Get a
on
call
me.
from Ray.
Yeah, right.
Stop
Raising
asking
the
about
FBI?
satellites.
Oh, shit.
Oh, good Lord. So I'm excited.
Good night, Danielle.
I watched a video the other day.
Which one?
752.
What's up, Chris?
I watched a video the other day of a drone pilot, and he was using 3D glasses, or what's that? That's not the right name for it, right? It's I forget what they call it.
Oh, I don't know if I can fly like that. I know you're talking
And,
about.
oh my god! So you've seen my fly prowess.
Yeah, you did pretty good. You almost hit me.
Yeah, and instead of hitting you, I flew into a tree.
That was the last time we flew together.
Yeah, for obvious reasons. So I'm going to be very interested to see how you perform as a drone pilot.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
But I think they've it's a niche market, but still it's a genius market because if you buy a cheap drone, they're impossible to fly. So your first drone's going to be an expensive drone
because
that you're going to be afraid of damaging it.
The wind and all that stuff. We got a lot of winds in the Poconos.
Well, that, but a more expensive drone is going to know it has cameras and sensors to keep it from crashing into shit.
Got you.
And GPS from satellites.
I mean, have you
In
seen
inner
these
space.
drones now? Like you just hold it in your hand and then you just go like that and then it just follows you?
Yeah, my drone takes hand signals. I've never really fucked with it.
Will it follow you?
Well, yes, theoretically. We tried that with you. Didn't work very well.
Right.
I think that was pilot error.
Yeah, you need to just does it follow my like does it lock in on me or is it the remote? Like do I need to hold the remote maybe?
No, you can lock in on an image.
I don't know. Okay. Pick an object, that kind of shit. Buy a cheap piece of shit till you learn how to navigate.
Well, the problem is the piece of shit ones are so fucking hard to fly. They're
Like they
just
have like
ridiculous
$50
hard to-
ones on
Yeah.
Amazon, stuff like that. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I might just like borrow somebody else's.
Oh, it's good. Let me give you. I'll give you Lawrence McElroy's phone number.
That or I know Jerry's got. He's big into his drones. He's got a drone. Jerry Viviata got a nice drone.
I mean, you can fly mine.
I'd rather not break it.
I mean, I prefer that too, but we could put it up to 500 feet where you can't crash into anything.
Oh, really? I can't talk about it. Never mind. I heard some rules. They might be trying to apply some rules around here to drones.
Good luck with that.
Oh, I agree 100%. Because they can, the one thing specifically states that no one can supersede any of the laws that are already in place by the FDC or whatever, FAA for drones. So your town can't be like, well, you can't do it here. No, they have to follow that strict guideline.
Yeah.
That's it.
Say theoretically an HOA wanted to restrict the use of drones.
Right.
How the fuck are they going to enforce
Well,
that?
that's the other thing. It's like, how are you going to enforce it? It's ridiculous. And the other thing would be, and how does that apply to somebody that doesn't live in the HOA, that doesn't even know you, doesn't even care,
and flies over.
and they're just curious what it looks like in here because they're thinking about buying. So they fly over and they're like, oh, it looks beautiful. You can't stop that person.
And what's interesting
is
is the interaction that people have with drones in this community are the 4 or 5, maybe 6 people in the fucking community, myself included, that own one.
Right.
All 4 or 5 of those people fly them over the fucking fireworks on the 4th of July. And then other than that,
nobody's had a bad experience.
Yeah, other than that, the only drone I've ever seen in the air is mine.
Yeah. That was the only one that ever came over my house.
Scared the shit out of you.
It scared me. That was during COVID. I went to go shoot it, I think. But it was gone. By the time it scared me. Because it was COVID time. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It was a COVID drone.
You know, government's coming to drop some COVID off in my backyard or something.
Like,
you know?
it looks like pixie dust, but it was really COVID.
That's what I was thinking.
So this is all going into updating your whole editing game. I think I predict
I'm going to put a little show together with episodes for the gym.
I predict in this decade you are going to be some sort of video producer.
Listen, 2024 was all about fun and, you know, rediscovering some things that I enjoy. And 2025 is going to be about
coming out.
Well, I did that in 2023. If you remember, I had the coming out party.
You know, it's funny. Everything's hazy about that night. I remember having a drink.
Yeah.
And then I woke up the next day.
Oh, yeah. You had a great time.
Oh, okay.
You had a... Just leave it at that. You had a great time.
As long as I had a good time.
So, yeah, 2025 is going to be same thing. I'm still going to take my time to clear my mind on my board and stuff like that. But I want to take my editing and my boxing gym to a whole new level.
It's
just because I enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, they say it's good for people like you to stay busy.
My kind.
Yeah.
You don't want us sitting around.
Yeah. Don't want your kind.
So, yeah, I thought it'd be cool to I'll start a channel and then put out a weekly episode that, you know, nobody will watch. and it'll be fun.
Very similar to podcasting.
Very similar to podcasting. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It'll be fun. I think an episode a week is plenty. Could put the, whoever I'm training, whether it's the kids or whatever guy Zomar brings in or something like that, to get some sparring on there or whatever. Some of the podcasts that I'd like to do with you there. You gonna do the podcast with me? You gonna do it with me?
Show me a contract.
I've sent it over already. Had basically the same words and everything as this here show. I threw in that you got wood heat.
Okay. I'm gonna send over a copy to Saul Rabinowitz.
Oh, Rabinowitz.
Yeah, 3 Jews that rip the meat right off your bones. And I'm gonna have him look it over.
Dave, send them over, man. Send them over.
I might be enticed into lacing up.
You should. It's good and healthy. Light. You don't have to beat the shit out of each other. You could light spar, or you could hit a bag.
Well, I'm just figuring it's a good way and a good outlet for this almost unholy amount of inner rage that I carry around on a daily basis.
It is really great. It is. I promise you. It's cleansing.
And plus,
fucking punch somebody.
Oh yeah, and plus Bentley's starting to walk in circles, so I can't.
That's the thing too.
Yeah, I can't keep sparring with him.
I noticed that about him when I came here. He went to jump. Usually, he'll jump up to say hi.
Missed you by 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, buddy. I was like, oh god. So I figured you were hitting on him. I figured you were wrenching on him.
Wrench him on him just a little bit. Gave him a severe rogering.
You could film So You Want to Fight episodes. Yeah, absolutely. The
what
ring
is
is going to be
YouTube channel?
Everything,
What's So You Want to Fight? Is that a
no, we could just an episode, maybe somebody
just
wants
make
to get
it
in
up.
the ring and fight.
Oh, fucking hang on. I got an invitation list.
Maybe some guys that you got a grudge with. Get them in there.
I got a list.
Run your fucking mouth now. People, talk is cheap, man. Talk is cheap.
It's going to be interesting.
It's easy to type those letters on a keyboard, man.
The cockfighting is what I'm mostly excited about.
I am too, man. I mean, now, do we shave for that, or how does that work?
I would.
Okay.
I would, because
some smooth cockfighting.
Yeah. The sword never looks as big when it's in the sheath. You got to trim everything away.
Yeah. Get it out of the way.
Yeah. You don't want it to look like bubblegum spit in a bird's nest.
That's why I try to stay at a certain weight too. You know what I mean? It helps me to look, a little more robust, if you will.
Robust? Like a little more ready for the job.
A little more veiny, if you will.
Prepared for the job. Look like a fucking two-sided Snickers bar. That's good. It's good information to have.
Yes. Oh my god.
So, make the other guy look like somebody smashed him in the face with a fireman's helmet.
Oh, I love it. Oh shit.
So I'm gonna make a clumsy little segue here.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna be spending more time virtually indoors because the shed's been closed for a while, unofficially.
Yeah, unofficially. Yeah.
But now we're gonna open up the garage.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole new
when
experience.
It arrives.
Yeah.
So this is do you think that at some point
it's gonna be my life
we're gonna reach the point where we spend all of our time indoors? Complete indoor living? Possibly.
I mean, I'm gonna put a flat screen out there, so that we always have a place to go watch the fights, and I think the kids would like that too, to be able to have the ring out there and watch the fights. We're gonna have electricity run by Building dreams.
Building Dreams Contracting, building your dreams. 570-877-8581.
So I'm gonna definitely have like a coffee pot out there, maybe a refrigerator, things like that.
So can I give you a theory?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I mean no disrespect
Mhm.
to the wonderful Jenny,
No, yeah.
but this has been presented to you
Mm-hmm.
as this great grand space
Mm-hmm.
that for you to
Right.
enjoy.
Mhm.
Okay. I have a feeling that when Jenny is in the house talking to the girls, the topic of conversation will be that jerk now spends all his time in the garage and I don't have to clean up after him in the fucking house. I just have to buy more coffee cups every day. And his stupid friends hang out in there too. I won.
Here's what I've come up with. You're right.
You have a theory on this.
Yeah. Here's what I've come up. What I would like to do is, so I have a coffee pot out there, and then buy those those little paper ones with the little paper
Handle?
handle.
Oh, I love
that
those.
opens like a little butterfly wing almost.
Oh, I love those.
And then when I'm done, boom, I throw it in the garbage.
Nice.
I
Killing, and in effect, killing more trees.
Right, but then once I got a nice garbage can full of them, I bring them inside and I use them to start my fire.
Oh, okay. Like the bottles.
Right. Just like the bottles that are now made it from my shed.
They
to my
travel
pickup
50
truck.
feet.
So,
Oh, they're in the back of the pickup truck. Is that what I saw?
Yeah, they're ready to go to the dump now for about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I'll get there.
Eddie suggests a bathroom and a shower in the garage.
It's a thought, Ed. It's a thought. I mean, I don't want anybody getting too comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
That's usually problematic.
Like, I don't need to be shadow boxing and somebody's in the bathroom making strawberries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or you walk into the shed and I turn around looking at you like Patrick Duffy when he came back on fucking what was that? What was that show? Who Shot J.R. The Ewings?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and it's just like
he came back to life. He was in the shower. Dave said, "Get an old Ginzaloo special maker and drink it straight out of the little pot." Yeah, we'll get like a what do you call Dallas? That's right, Dallas. Yeah, we'll get a coffee press or whatever.
Yeah.
So that we'll make fucking tomato sauce out there.
So yeah, I just plan on having that set up like that, and it's gonna be simple, but
What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to rig the fucking place with cameras, and that's gonna be the raw footage for the reality show.
Well, I'm gonna have multiple cameras so I get good angles and stuff like that. And
so you can take all the cameras out of your bedroom now and put them in the garage.
Yeah, all the ones all the ones and the ones out of the bathrooms.
Okay, the bathroom one.
Down at Weiss there.
Maybe leave that one.
I got like 5.
Maybe leave that one. I like that one. We have to clean the lens off a little more often.
It's a little gummy.
Yeah. It's starting to look like a inside of a catfish's mouth.
Oh man. So yeah, I think the more angles the better, stuff like that. You can pick up different things. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But it has, just yeah.
Maybe we can help Dave break his new hip in there.
I'm hoping. Got Charlie Frank.
Be a good story.
Big jiu-jitsu guy out of East Stroudsburg there, out of Stroudsburg. He's going to come and stop in and check the place out. And I thought that would be cool too. Have him on the podcast to talk about his experience with all that stuff. Pretty cool.
Dave says he's going to miss all the progress on the gym. Now, I don't believe that to be true.
Why, Dave? What do you mean all the progress?
Well, he'll be recovering.
Oh, so you just come sit and watch. When you can move around, you come hang out, and you just come hang out with me. You come sit in the shed in the garage and watch me do my thing while I put the thing together.
And freeze.
Yeah. Freeze.
'Cause by the time he gets that fucking jerk off to run his electric, who knows? It might be
Yeah.
fucking August.
Between that and I still gotta get the wood burn stove in there. I think, do you see him for now? You see him for free. People they got them sitting in their garages, and you go on Facebook.
Yeah, and just set it up like the fucking people on those Alaska shows.
Well, I want to put it somewhere where the kids could burn themselves.
Well, yeah, right in the middle of the ring.
You know, but yeah, just I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, something different. You know,
They said they make pellet stoves that don't use electricity, gravity fed, but you don't. Jeff has so much wood.
I got a lot of wood. I got
Especially since he's trimmed the bushes.
Yeah, I got tons of wood. Man.
Found more wood.
You know, so it's like, and I think to heat a garage that size wouldn't take much wood for the amount of time that will be spent in there.
No, I expect to pretty much be suffering in there. It's gonna be like a fucking Indian sweat lodge,
right? Yeah, once people start moving around, well, it should be hot in there. You know. That's what it's supposed to be like.
Is that because that's why you want nude boxing?
Well, that's the goal. That's what I'm shooting for. Men's nude boxing team.
Okay. I mean, that's something that
I started a midget one, and it kind of petered out. I guess we came up a little short. But what do you know?
I was gonna say,
what are you gonna do? You know, we'll try again next year. You know. Try again.
You came up a little short, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna punch me in the face now or later?
Later.
Later.
Yeah.
This way I got something to look forward to.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah, Dave agrees. He says you got some, you have some nice wood.
I do. I'm very lucky to have all the wood that I got this year. So,
but as what we were saying before, like, do you think we're gonna make the move eventually? Not in our lifetime, but maybe even Livy might see a more indoor living biosphere. It's like biosphere.
I believe so. Yeah, why not?
Stuff like that.
I mean,
they keep telling us the environment
here's
is the shed. No matter how much cleaner the country gets, how much cleaner the city gets, they keep telling us the environment's getting worse.
And the ozone layer is going away. And yeah, I mean, in a way, would it be so bad that if we took all of us humans and put us inside of enclosed ourselves within this world so that the rest of the world can go on and do what it's supposed to fucking do without us fucking it up? I think that wouldn't be so bad.
But that to me is like taking an ant farm and putting it in a bigger ant farm.
But I think you should also have the ability to venture out of the bubble into the world.
But the world is covered in landmines.
We could do that.
Just to make it more interesting.
We'd have to bring in the Germans and the Vietnamese to set that up.
Yeah.
They were good at it.
Will P. Diddy be invited for men's nude boxing with his baby oil? I have a feeling P. Diddy's going to be doing a lot of naked fighting.
I think, yeah, he's already, I'm sure he's fucking shitting himself, that guy. That's the thing about rich people, though. They go to federal prison, man. You know? Right now, where is he? He's in a detention center now. He's not in federal prison right now, right?
I think he's in segregation in a detention center.
Yeah, and he's in segregation. This is what they do.
So what's I thought federal prisons weren't that much better.
Well, federal prisons are where people like Margaret, what's her name there? Hangs out with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I knew who you were talking about too, and I can't think of her name.
That's where they go. And people like, famous people, rich people. It's rich people prison. So if I went to prison, that's where I would go? No. Okay. No. You're going to go get fucked somewhere. But I'm a podcast superstar. You could do Martha Stewart. Thank you. You could do your podcast from the prison library. Yeah, maybe. What's up with that? You see people now you can buy fucking phones of commissary. Is that it, or are they sneaking the phones in? See, 'cause
These
okay,
guys are doing fucking TikToks. Fucking, they did
because
not look like they were hiding.
this is no shit, right? You'd be surprised the stuff that a woman can stick inside of her vagina, sneak into a prison visit, and then her boyfriend in return shoves it up his fucking asshole, and then he goes back to his cell and he shits out his fucking new cell phone. With a
Well, this is
TikTok
hotter
account
than I had
already
hoped.
set up and everything, man.
This is much hotter and sexier than I had hoped this conversation would
Yeah,
be.
sorry about that. I didn't mean to take it there, but I don't think they're selling cellular phones in commissary for these guys to set up TikTok accounts, because I think those
It's all very
accounts,
strange.
you would think those accounts would be illegal.
You would think.
We should
Investigate.
yeah, I think it's worth investigating. It's because it's interesting to me that I go on TikTok and there's like guys, they'll be like, and that's the other thing. You're not all right. So if there's two guys in a cell, the only two guys that are allowed in that cell are the two guys that live in that cell. And then outside of every cell is a white line. If you don't live in that cell, you cannot cross that white line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see these guys, and there's like 4 or 5 guys, whatever. Hey, man, they're living their life, and they're in one cell, and they're all on a TikTok live account, and they're like dancing and singing and shit. I don't know. I don't know how I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how they get away with it. What does he say? Mostly paid prison workers. Yeah, smuggle them in. Yeah, and then people put them in their bodies.
That's nice. No, she says more than people putting them in their body. So she's definitely putting a cold shower on this sexy
Right.
show.
I mean, I remember I saw some COs that knew inmates from high school and stuff like that. And they would always bring in stuff for them. Sure. They'd even sneak in at McDonald's sometimes and Dunkin' Donuts and shit. It was the craziest shit they'd sneak in. So you don't know. I guess. Yeah, maybe the guards are bringing in the phones, bringing in everything. Getting paid for it.
Renting them out. That would be the best business model. The rent the phone.
The rent-a-phone. Be kind. Rewind.
Your rent the phone.
Your rent-a-phone. Be sure to clear out all of your pics
Yes. Clear out your cachet.
before returning the phone. You know? And use a good stool softener
Yes.
while passing it on to the next.
Yes. Yes. You don't want to get it damaged in passage.
It's like you go to get the phone, you stand there with your hand out.
Ah.
Some guy comes over, he's like, his face starts turning red. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like going like this.
Coleslaw shooting out first.
And you're like, I know that phone's in there somewhere.
Could be phone. Could be carrots. Might be a lima bean skin. Who knows? It's bowel movement roulette.
Put a little lima bean skin over the number 9 on your phone.
Oh, Dave said Vinny's sucking on that vape pen like he owes it money.
I'm glad you're up, Dave.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's gonna be we got some new stuff coming this year. It's gonna be good, Mike. It's gonna be a good year.
Oh yeah, big things. Big things.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
So when did we book the Tyson? Oh, sorry about that. I forgot that was a secret.
Yeah, keep that low. When is Tyson fighting Jake Paul, by the way?
The 15th, I believe. November 15th.
I don't think my garage will be up by then.
I don't think so.
Because I'm gonna put, like I said, I want to put his flat screen TV out there so that
How big? 90?
the biggest one I could get. I have one in my shed already that Jenny got for free, but it's like an old one. It weighs like a fucking 100 pounds. So I don't know. I mean, they're cheap these days. They're fucking giving those things away these days.
It's amazing. How
And they're
inexpensive they are.
massive, man. Like 90-inch, 70-inch, whatever the fuck it is. They're like these huge fucking flat screens. So, we'll see. We'll have to see where we go with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, another 2 hours in the record books.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Hope everybody has a happy and safe Halloween.
Yeah, a nice Halloween. Be safe and have fun, you know?
I gotta get cracking. I got razor blades to put in Milky Ways.
Oh, you didn't do that yet?
No. Well, certainly nobody's giving away drugs.
I always hand out rotted bananas so that the kids could make, banana cake or banana breads and stuff.
It's almost like a life lesson.
Yeah, it's fun, Give them the real soupy ones,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The ones that look like a crime scene. Yeah. Nothing like a banana that looks like it ate too much Mexican food.
Well speckled.
Yes. Well speckled. That looks a banana that looks like seal.
Yeah.
A bespeckled banana, if you will.
Oh, God.
Well, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
To all you pagans out there, happy Halloween. Bye. Oh my God, I don't have a cursor. Hey, stick around and watch me struggle while I look for the cursor to go. And good night.